The many roles teachers assume in students' lives on a daily basis cannot be underscored enough. Keynote speaker for the Saint Lucia Teachers Union SLTU's 2024 Education Conference, Betty Charles, highlighted that, quote, teacher, end quote, is only one of several hats educators will wear while in the classroom.
A school cannot operate without students, nor can a school operate without you, the teachers. This alone already speaks to your importance and to your value as teachers. However, let's go further and complement this with the roles you play. You are a teacher as well as a substitute P. You sounding louder. Is it because you have more people? But you sounding louder. Very good for you. Substitute parents, substitute guardians, substitute sibling. That's what you are. You as a teacher, you are a teacher as well as a friend and a confidant, as a mentor and a coach, as a counselor, as an advisor, as a motivator. You are a provider. A teacher recently shared with me, well, actually it was a student who shared. The student said that he came to school with the wrong color socks. And when the teacher asked him how comes he was wearing wrong, he said his parents couldn't afford the color they wanted. He said to me the following day, the teacher, Julita Edwin, living at Cicero, Julita Edwin brought him the black pair of socks and said, hey, wear these socks. He told me he felt so bad because in truth and in fact, it wasn't that his parents couldn't afford. He just didn't want to wear the black socks on the day. But the fact that she provided him with the socks, he never wore white socks after that. You are a provider.
Charles called on policymakers to engage with and source input and feedback from educators to transform the education system and change lives. She also provided some tips on how teachers can become inclusive and progressive educators, including accepting the individuality and uniqueness of every student.
Each of us, every single person is different. What works for one person might not work for another person. We know that in relationships. In relationships, what worked with one boyfriend or girlfriend is not necessarily what's going to work with one boyfriend or one girlfriend. We know that. So it's important that when you're in a relationship, you get to understand the person you are interacting with. Get to understand your students and understand that each of them is an individual and they bring something unique to the table.
The Education Conference is the professional development component of Teachers Week.
We had our ecumenical service on Sunday. We had our brunch activities yesterday, and they were awesome. The participation was beyond my expectations, and that says a lot for our SLTU. And of course, we must have a professional development component whenever we have our Teachers Week. It is a time when we discuss pertinent issues affecting our profession and engage in meaningful dialogue on the way forward, because we always aim to make SLTU better.
Teachers worldwide will celebrate World Teachers Day on Friday, October 5, 2024. The 2024 theme highlights the need to address the systemic challenges teachers face and to establish a more inclusive dialogue about their role in education. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.